Hey YouTube, Spicy Donkey 12. This is regarding if you have a Samsung front loading washer that is showing you a ND code. The model number is right there. And with this particular washer, I was getting an ND code. It would stop draining, and then sometimes the door wouldn't open because the water levels were too high to allow it to open the door. Sometimes it would drain, sometimes it wouldn't. The first thing I noticed is that when it was running, when it would not drain, I would have flashing lights on for like, you won't hear that humming noise. That's the sound of the drain pump. And right before it does that, you hear the click for the lock, and then it'll start filling up with water, but it always drains first. But the cycle would blink and the ready would blink, but nothing would happen. It would keep blinking until there was an ND code. So I figured that it might be the drain pump. So what you have to do is you have to go down here, open this, use this to drain all the water out, and then you'll see this thing right here. Actually, if you go and open that and put your finger to the left, you can actually feel the fins of the drain pump. And the fins will look like this. So if you can move it with your finger, it's supposed to like give. It's not supposed to like just be moving like that. So I can move it for a little bit, but then it would get stiff, right? So this isn't spinning properly, or it's not initiating at all, and that's causing it not to properly drain. So I'll link below the steps I used. Basically, you take off the two screws back there, you slide that up, and then with this, there's some screws here. After you take out the tray and pull out the tray piece there, in the steps that I give you, they're going to say to disconnect all the electronics. I just pulled it and laid it to the side. I didn't disconnect. So if it's filled with water and you can't get this open, you'll just have to drain it until it gets below a certain level using the drain hose down there. And then the next time you do a drive cycle, you hear the click and it'll automatically release here, right? If you have to manually force this to release, I don't even know how to do that, but luckily I didn't have to do that. So after you take this part off, you'll open the door, you'll take that off, you'll take this little rubber piece off, and then you'll be able to access where you can pull that up and get this front piece off, and the drain pump is down in that area, and you just access it from the front and pull it out. So this was the bad one. I got its equivalent on Amazon for $24, and it took me about an hour to put it in. So if you have the same symptoms that I had, then it might be your drain pump. Now it works just fine. The fastest way to test this thing is to put it on rinse and no spin, and you can cycle through within 8 minutes the whole cycle. So it'll fill with water and then it'll drain. But if you're not hearing that buzz, then that means that your drain pump isn't working. Sometimes the drain pump will sound really loud. That's how you can tell it's going bad. Or it'll sound really weak, like you could barely hear it. So then it won't be able to pump down and then out and then through here, because you'll hear the water physically going through as well. But hopefully that helps anybody. Hopefully I didn't skip anything. If you have any questions, I'll just answer it in the comments below. Have a great day.